on the 55th verse of the 18th chapter, the concluding chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Samanvita will sing Jai Radha Madhava.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you, Samanvita. We'll recite the sloka. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We'll recite the verse. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvataha tato mam tattvato gnatva vishate tadanantaram. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvataha tato mam tattvato gnatva vishate tadanantaram. It's sloka 55 from 18th chapter. If anyone want to recite, Mataji, Prabhuji and kids. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvataha tato mam tattvato gnatva vishate tadanantaram. Thank you, Mataji. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschatmi tattvataha tato mam tattvato gnatva विशते तदनन्तरम् भक्त्या मामभिजानाति यावान्यश्चास्मि तत्त्वतः ततो मां तत्त्वतो ज्ञात्वा विशते तदनन्तरम्. Thank you, Prabhuji. भक्त्या मामभिजानाति यावान्यश्चास्मि तत्त्वतः ततो मां तत्त्वतो ज्ञात्वा विशते तदनन्तरम्. Thank you, Mataji. We'll read the word to word meanings. Bhaktya, by pure devotional service. Mam, me. Abhijanati, one can know. Yavan, as much as. Yaschasmi, as I am. Tatvataha, in truth. Tataha, thereafter. Mam, me. Tatvataha, in truth. Jnatva, knowing. Vishate, he enters. Tadanantaram, thereafter. Read the translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of me, by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of Godhead. I'll offer my prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Sri Yuttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunadanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamsha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brundavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarurbhyasha Krupa Sindubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I'll read the translation again. One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of me, by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of Godhead. So this is the last chapter, the concluding chapter. So when we go to the exam, whatever it is, final day, we'll again revise the important things, right? The same way, Krishna has mentioned many of the principles in the Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, everywhere. But again, in this chapter, he's stressing the importance of certain verses. This is one of such. So this verse explains us how to understand Krishna as a Supreme Personality of Godhead. By understanding Krishna as a Supreme Personality of Godhead, what will happen? And how can we understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead? So, Krishna can be understood as the Supreme Personality of Godhead by the guidance of the spiritual master through the devotional service. So, once we do the devotional service, without any motivation. The devotional service is unalloyed, unmotivated devotional service under the guidance of the the spiritual master. One will be full in devotion. They'll attain the pure bhakti. After getting the bhakti, what happens? They can enter into the kingdom of the Godhead. So we'll discuss more into it. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Only the process of bhakti, through the process of bhakti, Krishna can be known. How? Yavan yash chasmi tatvataha. In truth, so I can be known. Tato mam tatvato gnatvaha. After understanding this, having understanding this, vishate tadanantaram. What will happen? Thereafter, he enters the spiritual kingdom. So, when one is fully Krishna conscious of Krishna, he can enter into the spiritual kingdom without losing his identity. So, the devotional service begins with hearing about Krishna from the bona fide spiritual master, the Siksha Guru, Diksha Gurus. So, when hearing about Krishna, material desires are cleansed from the heart and replaced to serve Krishna. So, one can serve Krishna in various ways, starting from chanting, hearing, offering food, bhoga, so on. So devotional service, this service, what we do today, will continue eternally, even after we leave the body, even after the liberation. So what happens after that? Vishate enters into the kingdom of Godhead. So once we leave the body in the Bhakti Yoga, we will not lose our identity. It is contrary to the Mayavadi system. So we will continue our identity and then engage in association and render service to him. So Prabhupada gives an analogy in this. Like a green bird, a parrot, enters onto the tree, it doesn't become the tree. Instead, it will enjoy the fruits of the tree. Similarly, the liberated soul, once we leave the body, we will not lose the identity. Instead, we will serve in the association of the Supreme Lord. Today, we are associating with the deities. Thinking Krishna is already there. But whatever the service we do today, when we leave the body, we'll continue the same service in physical association of the Supreme Lord. So the main theme of this verse is that Krishna can be understood only by bhakti. He cannot be understood or captivated by our material opulence or power or material knowledge. So an example for that is when Krishna came to Hastinapur, Duryodhana offered him a chapan bhog, but Krishna did not take it because Duryodhana wanted to show his pride of his opulence. No devotion, just he wanted to show his opulence that he can offer, and with pride he is demanding to eat Krishna. So Krishna replied back that neither I'm not hungry or you are offering in a good mood. So I don't want to accept. I have come for the peace mission. Until my mission is accomplished, I'll not eat anything. So after going from Duryodhana, he went to Vidura. So Vidura, we all know, Vidura welcomed him with full of devotion, and his wife's tears were rolling from the eyes of them, welcoming Krishna because of ecstatic, loving mood towards Krishna. So in that mood, they offered bananas, the peels. Krishna accepted them, right? In general, we offer to cows or people, other low-grade animals or somewhere. But here, Vidura offered the leaves, the peels of the banana. Krishna lovingly accepted this. So this example shows that Krishna wants our mood and love towards him, not the opulence or the power. So now coming to the word tattvataha. How do we know? Tattvataha means in truth. So we have to understand the Krishna's form, name, the qualities, and also the avatars all the energies, everything in truth as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So also one should know Krishna in Bhagavan realization, that Krishna is a person, is a personal relationship. There is a reciprocation between Krishna and us. So when this can be understood only when we are in Suddha Bhakti. How can the Suddha Bhakti be coming into our hearts? It'll come by taking the shelter of the spiritual master. Hear about Krishna and get the knowledge, the bhakti knowledge about Krishna, because we don't have pure bhakti yet. To develop bhakti, we have to hear more and more about Krishna from the bona fide acharyas. Then when we hear about Krishna, what will happen? The result is it will purify our senses. So our senses will be away from material contamination. Gradually we'll develop love towards Krishna. In that mode, we'll serve. So thereafter, we go to Brahmabhuta Prasannatma stage. Brahmabhuta Prasannatma stage is where then the jiva understands that we are not the body. The false identification will go and will manifest the spiritual nature of the soul, will give up the false ego, identification with the body, and do the devotional service. When we do the devotional service in this manner, there's no lamentation, there's no desire. Since Krishna is full, we also feel full. We will not hanker about anything else. So in Kathopanishad, it is mentioned here, like Nityo Nityanam Chetana Chetananam Yeko Bahunam Yo Vidadhati Kaman. So the translation is, he is the prime eternal among all the eternals. He is the supreme conscious being among all conscious beings. And he alone is supplying the desires, the necessities of for the many other living beings. So in this, we have two words. Eko means one. Bahu means many. So the Mayavadis argue that Vishate means losing our form. But Vishate means we are entering into the spiritual abode. So Eko means one. One is God. The Supreme Lord is one, singular supreme. And Bahunam is many. So multiple. We are all the jivas are multiple entities. So God will be always one, we will be many. So how can we become one? So we will not lose the identity, or we will not become the God. So that is we have to understand this aspect from the Mayavadis. So for that again, which I quoted the analogy which the Prabhupada given here, the green bird, the parrot enter into the tree, it will not mix with the tree even though it is green, right? So the same way, even though we have the spiritual nature, we will not mix with God. Instead, we are another identity. Our identity continues even after liberation. Also, the jiva, the spiritual soul, when enters into the spiritual world, there's abundance of happiness. Srila Rupa Goswami says in Nectar of Devotion that the sharks who dwell in the ocean do not care for the rivers which are gliding down into it. The devotees eternally live in the ocean of devotional service, and they do not care for the rivers of other. Rivers means the other karma yoga, astanga yoga, those kind of things. We will be in bhakti yoga, the spiritual bliss. In other words, those who are pure devotees always remain in the ocean of transcendental loving service to the Lord and have no business with the other processes. Bhakti is the only process, and bhakti ocean is the only destiny a devotee aspires. And we should aspire in order to understand Krishna in truth. So here devotees are compared to sharks because the sharks or dolphins, they enjoy a lot when there's full of ocean, full of water. In the ocean, there's full of water. So the devotees also can enjoy only when there is a spiritual bliss. So also fishes, right? When small ponds appear during rain, they can enjoy only with that certain period. When the sun comes up, it gets dried up. So they cannot enjoy anymore. So same way, the devotees are following the karma yoga or ashtanga yoga, they cannot enjoy anything because there's no spiritual bliss. So the river is compared to the paths of bhakti, karma, gnana, and ashtanga yoga. And finally, they reach the ocean of bhakti. So in Bhagavad Gita, it is stated, Bahunam Janmanamante Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Even though we came from different paths, the final conclusion is Vasudeva Sarvamiti. We have to enter the destination of the Supreme Lord. Krishna is the supreme truth. So someone may say that Ashtanga Yogi I am following. For that, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yoginam api sarvesham madgatantaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo mataha. Even though you do Ashtanga Yoga, again the destination is me. Translation. And of all the yogas, he always abides in me with great faith, worshipping me in transcendental loving service. It is most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. Again, it is stated, again, I'm the highest of all. Also, we can say I'm doing karma yoga because I'm doing my prescribed duties. But that also the destination again, the satisfaction of Vishnu. The karma also you have to do for the satisfaction of Vishnu. So in the third chapter, it's quoted, Yagnarthat karma nonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sanga samachara. Again this. See, when we do the work, if we don't do for the satisfaction of Vishnu, we will be abide by the we will be abided. It should be bondage in the material world. It should be done to satisfy the Supreme Lord, and in that we will remain free from the bondage. So, as stated before, ultimately Bhakti Yoga is the destination, that is the ocean. So all this karma, ashtanga, gnana yoga, everything should stop, again should come to the destiny of bhakti. So that's why again Krishna says here, like again the general argument is that when we go to Krishna, when we leave the body, Vishate means we are entering into an ocean, we will lose the identity. But that is not the case, because it is again stated in Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter, Mamai Vamso Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha. Sanatana means eternal. So the living entities are eternal. They cannot lose their identity even after liberation. So to understand all these facts, we need a bona fide spiritual master. To understand the facts towards the Krishna, to understand the knowledge about Krishna, to develop the love of the Krishna, we need a spiritual master. We cannot speculate or we cannot read by ourselves. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, verse 25, that without the spiritual master guidance, the truth of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is always hidden. Right? It will be like a curtain. We don't know. There will be a barrier or a curtain between us and the Supreme Lord if we do not understand the proper facts. Because through our dry speculation, we cannot understand the intricacies of the spiritual knowledge about the Supreme Lord. So in the chapter, the sloka is that, Naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavritaha. Mudho yam nabhijanati loko mam ajam avyayam. So I'm never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. Unintelligent means not the material intelligence. It is no knowledge about the bhakti and the Krishna or the Supreme Lord. For them, Yoga Maya, I'm covered by the internal potency. I'll put a mask not to understand me if they are not, if they are foolish and they don't want to learn about me. And therefore, they do not know. That's why they don't understand that Krishna is unfallible or unborn, right? He is eternal. So when the example also, when Krishna was present in this material world, there were few people who can understand Krishna, but few people cannot understand. They thought he's like a normal human being. So, in the assemblies of Kuru, like the Sishupala spoke against Krishna being elected as president of the assembly. So in the same assembly, Bhishma was also present. He proclaimed Krishna to be the supreme personality of Godhead. So, among the Pandavas also, Pandavas and the Kuru dynasty, not everyone knows that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, because Krishna will not reveal to the non-devotees. The revelation will comes through the heart. Krishna bhakti comes through only bhakti. Satsara Prabhu always says this. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that only for pure devotees, Krishna will reveal himself. So, in 4.9, Janma Karma Chame Divyam, Krishna states that whoever understands my appearance and disappearance as Divyam, transcendental, it is not like the normal living entities taking birth and death, right? So, whoever understands this fact as a transcendental, they will not have birth and death. In the reverse way, if people thinks that Krishna is like a normal human being, they will have to take repeated births and death, because they have to get purified to come to the platform that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and he is only our shelter. So that's why in this it is stated twice. In 11th chapter also, it's mentioned only through devotional service can Krishna be understood. Bhaktya tvananya sakya ahameva vidhorjana gnatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. The translation is, my dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am standing before you, and you can thus be seen directly. Only in this way you can enter into the mysteries of my understanding. So to understand Krishna, there are certain rules and regulations. We have to follow the 4 regulative principles described in the authoritative literature, the scriptures, and one should do penances in accordance with these principles. For example, fasting on Janmashtami, important days, and also following the Ekadasi, and giving charity. So charity is not that we just don't give for the only welfare activities, but we have to give for the welfare activity in the spiritual world, which will release everyone's pain, right? So we have to give the charity to the devotees who are engaged in propagating the Krishna consciousness throughout the world. So because that is the only solace in this material world. Rupa Goswami says, right, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the person who gave the charity, and he is mentioned as most munificent man of charity, because he has given this holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is the greatest charity in the world. So this, after giving this charity, we have to follow these are the rules and regulations, and then we should, in this way, we will develop unflinching devotion towards the Supreme Lord. We will approach the spiritual master, who also has similar unflinching devotion. He has experienced. So with his experience, he will explain us the things. One cannot understand Krishna by mental speculation. So for that, we need a personal training under the guidance of the spiritual master. It is impossible to begin to understand Krishna without the association of the pure devotees. So in Katha Upanishad, it's mentioned with one nice sloka saying Krishna is a supreme spiritual master. Sachidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Klishtatkarine Namo Vedanta Vedyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine. Krishna is the supreme spiritual master. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Krishna, who has a transcendental form of bliss, eternity, and knowledge. I offer my respect to him because understanding him means understanding the Vedas, and he is therefore the supreme spiritual master. So the same is confirmed again in 11th chapter, and now coming back to the same verse. Krishna, one can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead only by the devotional service. So and this happens when we start hearing from the spiritual master. When one hears about Krishna, automatically the Brahma Bhuta stage develops and the material contamination, greediness, and lust for sense enjoyment disappears. As the lust disappears from the heart of the devotees, he becomes more attached to the service of Lord. And by such attachment, he becomes free from the material contamination. In this stage, only in this stage, when we are free from all the material contamination, we can understand Krishna as a supreme Lord. And every living entity is part and parcel of the fragmental portion of the Supreme Lord. So, the constitutional position of a jiva is to serve the Supreme Lord. And we keep on serving here. Once we reach the abode of the Lord, we continue this. So the devotional service is eternal, the knowledge about Krishna is eternal, and the Lord Krishna is eternal. Nothing vanquishes. Right? Also the service to I just wanted to give a simple example. To say the service is eternal, in a temple, last year Janmashtami we did service. This Janmashtami also we're doing service. We didn't stop, right? So the next Janmashtami also will start. So we start the day with the chanting. We'll continue the next day with chanting and go on till we go. We'll do, and after going there, personally we'll sing in front of Krishna. So it is eternal. Tattvataha, that is the truth. To understand Krishna, to understand the glories of the Krishna, by having sincere service to him. Krishna's appearances and his superpower. So even though Krishna has many appearances and is very powerful, he's sweet too. He gives the reciprocation with the devotees. So not only one should know the greatness of Krishna, but also the sweetness of Krishna. This sweetness of Krishna can be known by learning about the Krishna's pastimes, the childhood pastimes, right? When we hear about the childhood pastime, we feel like he's our child. So that is sweet, right? When we hear about the pastime of giving getting the fruits from the fruit vendor and is giving so many jewels. So when he was carrying those grains, he was crying like a small child. This will give the sweetness, right? When our child is moving like that, we'll feel, oh, nice. The same sweetness we'll get through Krishna's pastimes, childhood pastimes. So home. So tatoma. So now when we understand this in this truth, by understanding in truth, what will happen? Vishate tadanantaram. Thereafter, we will enter into the kingdom of Godhead. So, in short, in kingdom of Godhead of Krishna, like Goloka, Vrindavan, depends upon mood, our mood, Dwaraka, our Mathura, etc. In short, bhakti, not the material opulences, the intelligence or the wealth, can take us to Krishna. Only by having bhakti, we can understand Krishna and know about Krishna in truth, and thereby attain the abode of Krishna. So there's no restriction on. There's no restriction on intelligence or beauty or wealth. So there are certain examples. Hanuman, he's a Vanara, but he understood Rama. Jambavan, he is a bear, he understood Rama. Jatayu, a vulture. But Jatayu also could do the service because she has bhakti and love towards Krishna or Rama. So devotees of the Lord can any form. So here to mention, if someone think that only knowledge, the material knowledge can take us towards Krishna, what about Guha? He's just a normal tribal person, right? So there's no restriction. Only based on the material opulence or material knowledge or the glories. Only Krishna can be understood by the loving devotional service. So, but we have to get the intelligence of the knowledge of Krishna that is required. If someone is not so intelligent to read the scriptures, right? That is also fine, because Krishna gives the self-realization, the knowledge of self-realization within the heart, and he will be devoted towards the service. And then Lord gives him a chance to progress and ultimately attain him. So this one example, we know the famous story of South Indian Brahmana. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was touring the South India, he came across a Brahmana who is an illiterate, still reading Bhagavad Gita. So he was even full, like other people surrounding the Brahmana, he used to make fun of him. He don't even know, and he's reading the book, and that too upside down. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not see that. And the Brahmana who was holding the book of Bhagavad Gita, he was having tears in his eyes. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu observed it, and he got to know that he's not crying out of pain, but he's crying out of pleasure. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went near the Brahmana and inquired, "Why are you crying, holding the Bhagavad Gita? What part of the verse of Bhagavad Gita is making you cry?" Then this Brahmana, he told, "I'm an illiterate. I don't know how to read, but my guru has asked to read Bhagavad Gita, so I'm reading it every day." Then, "Why are you crying?" Again, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked. "I'm crying because the Supreme Lord, Krishna, is driving the chariot of Arjuna. How much affection he is towards his devotees. The Supreme Lord is carrying Arjuna in the chariot, which is a menial service he's doing to the devotee. Whenever I think about that vision, it makes me cry. Tears come into me." Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, "You are the actual devotee of the Supreme Lord, because the essence of all the scriptures is that you have to have obedience towards Guru, follow the instructions of Guru." He's reading Bhagavad Gita because he's following, even though he don't know it, because his Guru has given the instruction. And the other important lesson is, this Brahmana has the pure love towards Krishna, because he understood Krishna is doing menial service as a charioteer. He's also giving reciprocation. So this vision brings me tears. So that is the purpose. The purpose of all the scriptures is to awaken the love for God, and the Brahmana has achieved it. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very moved by this. So this now this is that devotion is greater than the knowledge. The Brahmanas who were making fun of him, they might not have the knowledge. That's why the spiritual knowledge, maybe they might know how to read and write and chant the mantras, but the actual essence is he don't have the bhakti. Bhaktyamam abhijanati. So we should have faith in Guru's word which leads to perfection. The real understanding comes from love, not the intellectual. So understanding of God is not a product of research, but the result of revelation by the God himself in reciprocation with our devotion. So Krishna will reveal himself when we love Krishna. Krishna will equip us with the knowledge. Another example, we also know Dhruva pastime. Dhruva is a 5-year-old child, right? How he developed love for Krishna by chanting, right? When he within 6 months, when he was doing the prayers, when he was doing severe tapasya, chanting of the names of Krishna, Krishna appeared in front of him. And Dhruva wanted to ask so many things, that he wanted to take the lap of his father or kingdom, all those material desires. But when Krishna appeared in front of him, Vishnu, he did not speak anything. He wanted to offer many prayers. He was folding his hands and he was like trembling, because he's just a 5-year-old boy. What he can talk, right? So the Supreme Lord touched his head, and then every knowledge of the Vedas have come. So Krishna equips with us knowledge when he sees our sincere devotion. and the gopis, right? How much love they have. So this concludes that no one can understand God simply by scholarship or mental speculation. Only when one is engaged in Krishna consciousness and devotional service, Krishna can be understood. So, to have the pleasure in this material world, we are struggling a lot, right? The Gopa boys, how much happiness they have received. They receive by massaging feet of the Krishna, offering the foodstuff, and they always play with Krishna. That will give the pleasure. So in this material world, it is very, very difficult to get the happiness. We do a lot of hard work thinking that we'll save the money. Now in the future, we'll enjoy it. But how will we enjoy? Our old days will come. Jara will come. The disease, Vyadhi will come. So with that, we don't enjoy really pretty much. So we can enjoy every day of our life by thinking about Krishna, chanting the names of Krishna, offering the foods to Krishna, and we know in our Sunday feast how even kids will dance. That's the real happiness. In the material world, they say that we are dancing, we are dining, or what we are not doing, we are doing everything. And still, we are marching towards the spiritual truth, the absolute truth. We are also having enjoyment, right? But in spiritual platform. That attitude we have to develop in order to get the prema of Krishna. So now all the time we are saying that be the servant of Krishna, be the servant of Krishna. Krishna has thousands and thousands, Lakshmi Sahasra. He has thousands of Lakshmis who is serving him, right? But why? Because he wanted to give us a chance to associate with him. And also we need not think that why we only have to serve Krishna, but Krishna is also serving. That is in reciprocation. He served Arjuna by driving his chariot. He served Nanda Maharaj by carrying the chappals, right, the sandals. He, in several ways, he served. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he served all of us by giving the holy name. He's keeping us in the service of the Supreme Lord. This is all the reciprocation of the service from the Supreme Lord. He's not forcing. He's giving all this knowledge. So Krishna is giving the Bhagavad Gita knowledge to Arjuna. But he never forced. And finally he says that I'm giving all the knowledge. It's up to you. Yatha ichchati tatha kuru. Whatever you like. This is the truth. But its freedom is yours. So Krishna gives us that minute freedom, but we should not misutilize that minute freedom thinking that we are the masters. So thereby, so if we don't follow the instructions of Krishna, anyhow the constitution position of the jiva is servitude. So we'll become the servants of, if not the servants of Krishna, we'll become the servants of greed, lust, anger, right? So it's up to us. Yatha ichchati tatha kuru. So that's why we have to surrender to Krishna and serve him. By doing so, we'll be very dear to Krishna. So we'll be into the Brahma Bhuta stage where Jiva understands the spiritual nature. There's no lamentation. So what will happen? Mad bhaktim labhatam param, the highest. We go into the highest state of happiness. In summary, hearing about Krishna leads to the automatic development of Brahma Bhuta, which results in the disappearance of greed and lust. We can understand Krishna as a supreme personality of Godhead. Thereafter, we'll be free from the material contamination, and finally, we'll be attached to the Supreme Lord service. Thereafter, what happens? Vishate tadanantaram. Ultimately, reach the kingdom of Godhead. So for bhakti, to follow the bhakti, there are no hard and fast rules except following the instructions of the spiritual master, having the loving relationship with Krishna. It will not happen the day one because we have taken multiple births. The tendencies have been carried out from millions of births. To clear off all the anarthas, it will take time, but still we have to follow this path of spiritual realization under the guidance of the spiritual master. This verse says that to understand Krishna, only bhakti is important, not the material qualifications. So I wanted to recite one verse from Hari Bhakti Vilas where it shows there is no designation required other than bhakti. So the verses Vyadaschaya charanam dhruvascha chavayo vidya gajendryascha kam kubhyascha kamaniya roopamadikam kim tat sudham no dhanam vamsascha ko vidrasya yadava pater ugrasya kim paurasham bhaktya tushyati kevalam chana gunair bhakti priyo madhavam. So bhakti priyo madhavam. To become dear to Krishna, bhakti is only important. So the translation. What piety did the hunter the hunter have? Or what wisdom did the Dhruva possess? Right? He's a 5-year child. And what was the knowledge that Gajendra had? He's an elephant. So what did he had? Where was the beauty of the hunchback Kubza? Where is the beauty? Kubja is also a pure devotee. For that matter, what did the poor Sudama give? He just gave a bag, chipped rice, right? But bhakti is there in it. And what he did was the high caste of Vidura, right? Vidura's, but still he attained bhakti because of his pure loving service to him. And what royal valor of King Yugrasena. He's just a normal king, old king. What valor he has. How did he attain the bhakti? How did he attain the feet of the Supreme Lord? So devotion. Devotion is the only thing and only one qualification that Madhava, the lover of devotees, is pleased with. I conclude with this. Thank you very much. I'm sorry if I make any mistakes. Please accept my apologies. Mm-hmm.
You will take questions, Mataji. Hare Krishna
try
devotees,
to.
if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to raise your hand. If you don't raise your hand, I will pick and call out your name. So we'll start with Radha Vinod Prabhu.
Okay.
Very beautifully explained. So you mentioned one point that, the knowledge, the intelligence, right? So the real intelligence is actually knowing that the Supreme Lord Krishna is the one, that's attainment of the place is important, not the material knowledge or material intelligence. That's what you need. So here you mentioned that intelligence is not like material intelligence, but having the spiritual intelligence. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for a very nice lecture. I have one realization, not realization, but from Srimad Bhagavatam, where you just recalling that pastime about the Brahmana Patnis and when Gopas came to beg, not beg, but ask for food. Yeah, so there also how Krishna depicted like how knowledge, bhakti is greater than knowledge.
Yes.
Where the Brahmanas could not understand that who is coming for food. But Brahmana Patnis just realized that who came and they just, wanted to give whatever they have. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes, Mataji, that is also nice pastime that we should understand that knowledge is no way taking us near to Krishna.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji.
Anyone else? Radha Prabhu, you want to say something? No?
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for the wonderful class, Mataji,
Thank you, Prabhu.
and explaining the importance of bhakti, and that bhakti surpasses all other processes of reaching the Lordship. So this is Um, you took a very wonderful example, particularly the last verse that you discussed from Hari Bhakti Vilas. That's very important to understand that not even, it's not like you have to have a human form. You can be of any form, but if you have a sincere heart and with sincere devotion, you serve the Lord. The Lord pleases with that service. So thank you, Mataji, for that
Thank you.
wonderful class. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Anyone else? Matajis? Yes. Nitesh.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you for the class, Mataji. I just joined few minutes, but I liked the class. It was very nice, focused. Just one question, very basic question. Like as a starter, like someone is starting Krishna conscious bhakti, what are the things that person should be doing so that he gets benefit and also gets bhakti and love from Krishna?
Thank you, Prabhu. So, when a person, he should first get in contact with the association of the devotees, because through the devotees, because of the devotees will assign small services, right? So gradually they'll come to the temple, accept the prasadam. Thereby slowly he'll get attachment to the temple and the services, and then finally start hearing the classes, and then read about Krishna or Bhagavad Gita slowly, at least one verse a day, and then engage in the service, so that because through service only our senses will be cleaned, the contamination goes away, and will be attracted to the personal form of the Supreme Lord. So mainly the association with the devotees and taking prasadam will purify the senses, and then slowly and gradually, once one get in contact with the pure devotees, they will bring you back to the path of bhakti. Thank you, Prabhu. Did it answer your question?
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Any other questions or comments? Any reflections you want to share? Thank you, Rasmayi, Lakshmi, Priya. Thank you for a wonderful lecture. Wish to hear more from you. With that, we'll show our gratitude one time. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra will chant. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Next part of our program is Arati. Today Arati going to perform by Her Grace Nirmala Mataji and Kirtan by Kimberly. Yeah. I'll, yeah. You want to do Kirtan? You can do? Yeah? You never do? Prepare? Yeah. Just Hare Krishna. Yeah, I'll try. Yeah, you can try. Oh. Jai Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Under. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare
Radhe Sham 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 Radhe Sham, 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 Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham, 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 Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, 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 Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham 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 Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham Sham Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham 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 Radhe Sham,
Radhe Sham 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 Radhe Sham,
Radhe Sham 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 Radhe Sham,
Radhe Sham 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 Radhe Sham,
Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham 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 Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham, Jaya Nitya Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Nandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Nitya Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Gaura 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 Hari, Gaura 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 Hari, Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada,
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada,
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada,
Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva,
Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva,
Bol Hari Bol Hari Hari Bol Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Keep continue. Continue. Start. Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam,
Radhe Shyam, Radhe
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam.
Radhe Shyam, 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 Radhe Shyam.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam.
Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya. Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol.
जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य His Holiness, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada की जय. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र शत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कुंड रात श्याम कुंड गोप गोपीनाथ श्री गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की इस्कॉन ऑफ सेडर पार्क की गंगा माई की यमुना माई की भक्ति देवी की तुलसी महारानी की संकीर्तन यज्ञ की बृहद मृदंगा बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन प्रोग्राम की फूड फॉर लाइफ प्रोग्राम की समवेद भक्त वृंद की गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to assemble devotees, all glories to assemble devotees, all glories to assemble devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Want to try some? Is there enough time? Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prahlada Lada Daine.
Prahlada Lada Daine.
Hiranya Kashi Purvakshaha.
हिरण्यकाशी पूर्वक्षः
Shilarankanakalaye.
श्रीलाटङ्कानकालाये
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha.
ito नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा
Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha.
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहा
Bahe Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha.
बाहिर नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा
Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapate.
नरसिंहा मदिं शरणं प्रपदे
Avakara Kamalavare Naka Adbhuta Shinga Dalita Hiranyakashipu तनुभृङ्गा केशवदीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
तव कर कमल बरे नाथा मधुर श्रृंगार ललिता हिरण्यकाशिपु तनुभृङ्गां केशवदीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवदीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय जगदीश जय जगदीश जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश जय जगदीश जय जगदीश
हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद सर्व विघ्न विनाशक श्री नृसिंह भगवान की जय
प्रहलाद महाराज की
Hare Krishna devotees, today's announcement. Before that, thank you Nirmala Mataji for today's Pujari service. Thank you Lokanshu for nicely singing. Thank you all for supporting. So we are pleased to invite you to the special evening of Krishna Katha with His Grace Harivamsa Prabhu at the Hare Krishna Temple of Austin on Monday, July 21st, 2025 from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. tomorrow evening. Don't miss this wonderful opportunity to gain profound insights into Krishna consciousness and receive uplifting association of Prabhuji. We are happy to share that the Mangalarati program has now begun at the Hare Krishna of Temple of Austin every Saturday morning from 5:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., including a Srimad Bhagavatam class. We warmly encourage everyone to attend spiritually powerful Brahma Muhurta program and deepen your engagement in devotional service. More details are available in the WhatsApp group. You are warmly invited to join us for a joyous celebration of Sri Krishna Janmashtami 2025, filled with Kirtan, Krishna Katha, Abhishekam, Prasadam and vibrant cultural performances. Please note the dates. August 15, 16, 17, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Time is 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. On Saturday, August 26th, the celebration continues till midnight. The full program details are shared in the WhatsApp. We greatly welcome your support through the volunteering, donations, and enthusiastic participation. Kindly sign up various service opportunities. Please reach out to respective event coordinators listed in the WhatsApp message. So Janmashtami 2025 sponsorship opportunities. So we have warmly invite you to participate in this auspicious celebration by sponsoring one of the following. Annadan, it is already done. It's $11,000 for all prasadam for all guests. And deity dress and altar decoration, $7,500. Temple and flower decoration, $5,000. Lighting, $5,000. Prabhupada Marg, $11,000. Go Seva, $3,000. And Jagannath Radhayatra Seva, $2,500. So we also can donate whatever the amount you can. It is a like community effort. It is not individual. So we are all together celebrating this auspicious Janmashtami celebration. So we have a few gifts for the donors. Prabhu shows that. So donations of 2,000 and above, we have a gold-plated decorative Abhishekam bowl. So you can see that. Prabhu on the left hand, he has that Abhishekam bowl. So the water comes to the mouth of cow. Right? You can collect from there. And also you have, if you don't want that, you don't have deities, but you want to donate more than $2,000, we have Arati plate. It is Arati paraphernalia. You have a complete Panchadeep, Panchapatra and Uddharani, bell and flower plate, incense, stand, everything, conch stand, everything is there. Plus you will get Narasimha Kavacha also, it is in pure silver. So thank you. So if anyone wants to donate 500 and above dollars, they will get Kalasham. So that is there in the Abhishekam stand. And all other donors will get a nice picture of Krishna. We will give it to you. So please participate in this. And this is a Chaturmasya. Whatever the donations you give, that will multiply the benefits. It is Chaturmasya and today is Ekadasi as well. Please participate in that. Now I would like to invite Ram Tirtha Prabhu and Keshopani Prabhu to launch the flyers.
Hare Krishna devotees. Veena Mataji made a nice, beautiful flyer for the Janmashtami. You know, no matter how much we really prepare for, a welcoming, but if you do not have a very good way of communicating to the community, we won't be able to reach them. So she started campaigning of the Janmashtami with a flyer in various online groups. But we all also can be part of that to reach to our community within your neighborhood. So there are several ways you can help us. One is Mataji shared the flyer. You please post it in your neighborhoods. I'm sure everyone have WhatsApp group for your own neighborhood, right? Or your friends. Forward the flyer. Then the next is, if you have any central areas, the communities like like you have where you can display boards available, like suppose if your local community library allows it, reach out to them and say if they allow it, or if your nearest grocery store, if you can. So we have printed, Keshopani Prabhu worked with the printers and they made beautiful printers at very reasonable cost. I was surprised, when we were looking at online, even less than online prices. So, he's printed those, very, very reasonable price. Prabhu was adamant that, okay, we can get in a good deal. So yes, given. So you can, if you check with your neighborhood areas or, your local, grocery stores or your community or library, wherever we can display this board, right? You can reach out to Keshavan Prabhu and then we'll be able to, give this, the flyers in hand and you can place them. So the more we can, broadcast it, the more people it can reach, all the work that the volunteers, making it, it make it reachable to the entire community. And then the next is reaching out to the people by by meeting it. Like last few years, myself, Keshwar Prabhu, even Satyarupa Prabhu, many other devotees help us